Minnesota with the Nerds of Color, and this movie is just incredible. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me about it.
Thanks, Sophia. Thank you so much.
Of course. So I want to ask you, first of all, what made you want to be a part of this project? Because I think it's just so well done. There's a really beautiful message tied to the core of it.
Sure. Well, I think probably the same as you. I mean, number one, obviously, first was the chance to get to work with Adam Sandler, who I've been such a fan of, and then as a performer, and then getting to know him as a person. He's just so freaking nice and wonderful. So to get to him, work with him was a big deal. And then we did the first table read, and we were laughing so much, but I thought this is such a sweet movie and it has such a heart, and it's just so anything that makes me cry the good, happy tears, I'm always happy to be a part of.
I think animation, specifically for kids and just families, is so underrated. There's so many layers, so much emotion, so much heart. And really, the kids are just such beautiful parts of this story. Is there one that maybe you related to their story or one that you were extremely moved by when you were listening to them?
Um, God, I think, let's see. Well, obviously, I think Summer's the first,
Yes.
the easiest to get to sort of learn to ask other people. But I think even I thought I got to watch it with kids in the theater the other day, and it was just so cool to hear like, oh, that's what they're laughing at, and like they're really hearing this part, and how important for them to hear that it's great to listen to others, and it's great to be different, and it's great to be scared. And so I'm so excited to get to be a part of doing that.
I love that you were able to have that experience because I feel like it's one thing to put a movie like that out there, but to see how it affects families and young kids must be so rewarding.
Oh my gosh, there was one kid with the best laugh, and this, I mean, I was laughing at him just as much as the movie. So it was really, I recommend it for anyone who's dipping their toes in an animated movie.
Yeah. And amazing musical numbers were just so much fun to watch. Was there one that stood out to you just from the lyrics perspective, or one that you were most excited to see come to life on the screen? Anything like that?
Oh, I think so. When I was 10, I think that's the name of it. It got an applause break at the theater when I was there. I just think that is the sweetest, most just it's another one that's like it's funny, but it's also just so sweet. That's my favorite. It's one of my favorites from any movie. Now, I love that
It's one thing to do acting, but I feel like voice acting has to be a whole different challenge because you don't necessarily have the other actors, you don't have, the settings and all that. It all comes to life with the animation. What is the biggest reward part for you when you get to see the final version of it?
Yeah, I think what's most exciting is, the first time you record, I don't know what she looks like. I don't know what they're planning on doing with her. So it's neat to see like, oh, some of the choices that I made or that we all found funny together become they'll draw those things, which is like, when does that ever? That's a very cool thing to see. Like, oh, I did a funny giggle, and that's what they think it looks like. They're really giving the other 60%, 70% of what I'm doing.
Yeah. Thank you so much again for your time. Congratulations on this one. It's incredible. And I really had a great time speaking with you.
Well, thank you. Thanks so much. You
And the
too.
lectures, fanboys, professional artists, and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.